Boycott China products and Atmanirbhar Bharat is trending in India. But we need to ask ourselves a very important question. Is this trend just due to heat of the movement created on the borders and COVID-19? Or do we Indians really mean what we say? Disclaimer. This is a special video on the Sustainability Mindset channel. It's not providing any sustainability literature. The aim of this video is to provide facts to become Atmanirbhar Bharat that may help Indian citizens take profound actions affecting the present and the future generations. Boycott China products and Atmanirbhar Bharat is trending in India. As a researcher and architect, I think this is a positive and very important stage because this trend is causing a brainstorm. It's making people think and understand the importance of going for local brands than international. There are lots of initiatives being taken to lead this change. Take my hometown Belgaum as an example. Make in Belgaum is a community that is providing a platform to all the local manufacturers and producers to showcase their goods and services to the world. Connecting India is another platform that's featuring entrepreneurs not only from Belgaum but from all over India. Feel free to check these guys out. The links are provided in the description box below. These are just two examples of initiatives being taken. There is lots going out there. But we need to ask a very important question. Is this trend just due to heat of the movement created on the borders and COVID-19? Or do we Indians really mean what we say? Because there is a catch here. If our intention is to just react to the situation temporarily as we usually do, then let me tell you, we don't have any rights to blame China for making India a dumping place. We don't have any rights to raise our voice against Chinese products because we did not work for it in the first place. And we also don't have any rights to get angry when Chinese soldiers kill our brave Indian soldiers because we have sponsored this killing. That's it. I have said it. It's that simple. I don't care if you get angry on me for telling you the facts. You can anytime stop watching this video if you feel offended. However, if we are truly dreaming of Atmanirbhar Bharat, then we need to get ready for consistency and strategic work because this is a marathon with millions of challenges in the way, not a sprint that will get over in a week. So pull your sleeves up for a long hustle and be ready to face the challenge and question the status quo whenever and wherever necessary.
आंधी रोके तो हम तूफान रोके तो हम आग का दरिया.
So, what are these challenges and strategies? Number one strategy is send some love and support to your local and talented content creator by subscribing to her channel, The Sustainability Mindset, that aims to provide sustainability literacy to fight the action profoundly affecting the present and the future generation. Done? Now let's dig in. What are the most basic challenges we need to address while running Atmanirbhar Bharat Marathon? Number one challenge is difficulty in starting the business. It's a painful process to start a business in India. Yes, our ease of doing business rank is 63 by 190 countries according to the World Bank report.
Oh no!
What does this mean? Ease of doing business is a ranking system established by the World Bank Group that focuses on 12 areas of regulations affecting small and medium-sized domestic firms. These regulations are based on the principle that economic activity should benefit from clear rules. Rules that allow volunteer exchange between economic actors, set out strong property rights, facilitate the resolution of commercial disputes, and provide contractual partners with protection against arbitrariness and abuse. Because such rules and regulations create a stage for new participants who have a drive and innovative ideas to start a business or help productive firms to invest, expand, and create new jobs. However, governments in many economies adopt or maintain regulations that burdens entrepreneurs, whether by intent or
Oh
ignorance.
no!
Such regulations limit entrepreneurs' ability to freely operate a private business. As a result, entrepreneurs resort to informal activity, away from the oversight of regulators and tax collector, or seek opportunities abroad. Even foreign investors avoid economies that use regulations to manipulate the private sector. This is what's happening in India. Why do you think companies exiting China are not coming to India but going to Vietnam or Indonesia? Why is it that Indian startups are registering their companies in Singapore, USA, UK, Netherlands, and United Arab Emirates? What are they getting there and not in India? Well, the answer is straightforward. It's easy to do business there. As other countries provide business a stable regulation, less number of procedures, subsidiary tax rate, increased global investors, easy establishment, better infrastructure, lower corruption, no nepotism, opportunity of testing, availability of skilled workers, etc., and the list goes on. But why aren't we providing these facilities? Tell me, why should a businessman or woman run 100 times to get 1,000 different permissions from 50 different offices? Why so many committees and government organizations? Why can't we reduce layers of bureaucracy? Instead of making an entrepreneur run 50 offices getting 1,000 permits, let there be one officer who will authorize 5 permits that are most relevant. Make sure that one officer is smart and has clean hands and should be held responsible when caught taking rules on the ride. Or even better, why can't we go online 100%? That is, once you submit the documents online along with the fees and the system accepts it, that should just mean you either get a permission or you don't. Further, the reason for denial should be explained thoroughly so that after resolving the issue, one can reapply. This will let entrepreneurs do their business with the government without visiting any office at all, if and until very necessary, and also reduces corruption. I can't deny the fact that online facilities are currently available in most of the Indian cities. However, they are becoming the center point for corruption because the signed officer who is supposed to check the order of documents and push the files is given so much of rights that he makes sure you visit him or her by withholding your case until last minute with no proper explanation just for money under the table.
Oh no!
Why do you think our rank is getting better and better in corruption? Because even after making significant changes in policy by current government from last 4 years, in ease of doing business, our bureaucrats on the other hand are giving their 100% and working towards making India number one in corruption with full dedication. The well-educated lobby seems to have forgotten its duty. Another hurdle in starting a business is getting construction permits. Why does it take months to get a construction permit in India? It's not only me who is asking this question. Listen to Sadhguru questioning this.
As you know, our centers are here. To build anything, what circus we go through, I'm saying we are a spiritual organization, we know everybody in the government, but still it will take 12 to 14 months to get a permission here. In United States, we are building a massive thing, our property is now a little over 4,000 acres, it's going to be another nearly 12,000 acres in the next few months. So it's a massive center. But we just have to acclimatize ourselves to the building codes and we just build. We simply build. But before we occupy, only one inspector comes in his SUV, he's got weapon, he's got handcuffs, he's got all the measuring instruments, laser measuring instruments, he comes, spends the day with you and checks everything is by the law. If it is there, right there, he signs it and goes. Otherwise, he will take you handcuffed back to, state's hospitality. So this is all it is. You just go by the code. Why in this country are we treating everybody like a criminal? Why do you believe I will break the law? This is something that we must work for. Building laws are there, all of us acquaint ourselves with that and build by that. Only on completion certificate, somebody can come and check whether we have gone by the law or not. If there is anything off, we must fix it or whatever. But right now, we must get 10 NOCs and then permissions and licenses. This will breed corruption. Because it breeds corruption, all kinds of forces get into the building industry. This has to go.
As an architect, I understand that India has unplanned urbanization that causes delay in getting permits. But then, why can't we do micro-level planning as done by architect Lee Kabuzar in Chandigarh? Each road and its connectivity, drainage line up until treatment plants, commercial sector, residential sector, industrial sector, park, education institute, etc. could all be meticulously planned. Take the help of architecture and civil students if needed. The micro level planning may not only help accelerate the process as there is no need of permission to convert the land from one sector to another, but will also drastically reduce property disputes. The word disputes reminds me of another question. Why is it that our judicial system is so slow? Let's say somebody violates my patent. Why is that I am supposed to fight for decades or more in Indian courts instead of focusing on my business? Why can't it be solved sooner and faster? Why so much of inefficiency? Why can't we add more courts, more judges, and aim to drastically increase the pace of resolving disputes between corporations? Let's move to the second challenge, lack of innovative capability. As per the Global Innovative Index 2019, India stood at
Oh no!
52nd position out of 129 countries for capacity and success in innovation. Why? Why is a country that is supposedly the fifth most startup friendly economy globally ranked so poor? Where is Sharma uncle when needed? Why isn't he asking the results when necessary? One cannot deny that India has become a startup hub with a total of over 49,000 startups being launched as of September 2018. However, the reality is that the number of these startups were formed out of ideas that originated elsewhere. Hence, no originality. Why? Another important question to Government of India. Only 0.6 to 0.7% of GDP expenditures on research and development from last 2 decades. Why? Why so low? Let's bring some facts. The IBM Institute for Business Value, in collaboration with Oxford Economy, surveyed almost 1,300 Indian executives, including approximately 600 startup entrepreneurs, 100 venture capitals, 100 government leaders, 500 leaders of established company, and 22 educational institute leaders. The survey results revealed that the number one reason for Indian startups to fail is lack of innovation.
Oh
When
no!
the reason is known, why so less expenditures for R&D? Now let's move to the third challenge that's very unique to India. Socio-cultural phenomena that has persisted generation after generation. Marriage. That then follows with marriage loans, house loan, kids education loan, etc. etc. Don't you think we revolve around the marriage topic so much that we think it's the only sole purpose for us to be born in India? This gentleman, Anand HS, has a very unique way of explaining this fact on Quora. He says, imagine if Bill Gates' mom had pressurized him saying, बेटा बिल्लो, ये कंप्यूटर वंप्यूटर में कुछ नहीं रखा, एक सुंदर सी बीबी ले आ ताकि मैं पोते का मुंह देखकर ही दुनिया से जाऊं. Imagine where Microsoft would have been today. In India, more than 6 in 10 adults agree that they rarely see business opportunity. And a similar proportion agree that even when they see an opportunity, they rarely act on it. This demonstrates the level of preparedness towards entrepreneurship. These were three very basic and very important challenges. There are ton lots out there, but addressing these three challenges is as important as constructing a strong foundation of a building. Now let's move to three most important strategies. Number one strategy, support the local business. Number one strategy is already covered earlier. Yet, I repeat, send some love and support to your local and talented content creator by subscribing to her channel. The sustainability mindset. Also, make it a habit to encourage and support the local talent. Second strategy, start investing in someone else's business. In 2019 Adult Population Survey, Global Entrepreneurship Monitor asked individuals if they had invested in a new business started by someone else, and if so, how much did they invest? They found out that less than 2% people in India invested in someone else's new
Oh
business.
no!
And do you want to know how much did they invest? Are you ready for it? Less than $200. That's approximately 15,000 rupees. Now you tell me, how will an inventor invent with just 15,000 rupees? Third strategy, embrace entrepreneurship. Let me explain. Entrepreneurship is an act of behaving like an entrepreneur while working within a larger organization. The Global Entrepreneurship Monitor, in its 2019 Adult Population Survey, asked whether individuals were developing new activities for their employers, such as developing or launching new goods and services or setting up new business units. They found out that only 0.2% working individuals get this opportunity in Indian organizations. Whereas the sad part is, more than 85% of individuals agreed that they personally have the knowledge, skill, and experience to start a new business in the same survey. I am an optimistic person. By pointing out the flaw, I intend to show where the problem is so that proper and effective measures are taken. Jai Hind. Hey, if you like my video, do like, share, and comment. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, The Sustainability Mindset. See you after 10 days with new topic to blow your mind. Until then, be safe.